What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host, Donovan Quick, and news came out earlier today that Tua actually has a slight tear on a muscle in his hip. Now, the Dolphins have been adamant that he does not need surgery for this, but it is bad enough, whereas if he takes a certain hit, the tear can get worse, and then now he might need surgery, and he can't protect himself. It limits his mobility. Now, Tua has been also adamant himself that if the Dolphins do make the playoffs and they sneak in today, that he will 100% play next week. Now, all Dolphins reporters, as well as myself, I'm not a reporter, I have said, at least privately, I'm going to take that with a grain of salt. I'm going to take Tua saying that he's going to play with a grain of salt, because in reality, it's not his decision. Because if he wanted to play, he would have played last week. If it was up to him, he would have played last week. If it was up to him, he would play today. If it was up to him, he's 100% playing next week. No ifs, ands, or buts. But it is not his decision. It's not the coach's decision. It is the medical personnel's decision. It is for his long-term health. The Dolphins have to look, further down. It's like, okay, what is worse? If we go in and we win today, there's still a possibility that we don't make the playoffs. If we go in there and win today and Tua gets hurt, and now he's missing next season. So there is a whole bunch of things, and I know I criticized Tua. I didn't necessarily call him soft, but just he is a little fragile, right? And I was annoyed with it. Now, this is a little bit different, a tear. I don't know when this happened. It happened in the Texans game. I'm guessing it's when he took a helmet to the hip. There are doctors that are saying that, since it's muscle related and we didn't really see any significant hits that he took, that it is a little bit concerning considering his last hip injury. It is the same hip, but it has no relation. So there are some medical personnel, Twitter doctors out there that are questioning whether he could sustain a full and healthy career with that hip. Now, it is all over the place right now. There are more questions than answers. But all in all, he is our franchise quarterback. When he is healthy, we are good enough to compete with teams, right? The offensive line blows. We need guards badly. Our defense, they're injured and they lack personnel. They have done a great job. Anthony Weaver has done a fantastic job with that defense given the personnel he's had. So this could be a potential, looking forward toward the future, that we're going to protect Tua from himself. If we don't make the playoffs, so be it. We get a slightly better draft pick. We get to protect him, build our offensive line a little bit more. We get to draft another corner, another linebacker, somebody that will help on the defensive side of the ball. But yeah, there isn't much upside to him playing, because the Jets are the Jets. A lot of their players are already checked out. Sauce Gardner's not going to be playing. DJ Reed says he's already looking forward towards the offseason. Garrett Wilson has not denied any of the trade speculation around him, about him requesting a trade if Aaron Rodgers is still there. So there's a lot going on. Now, this could be Rodgers' last game. This could be Devontae Adams' last game with Rodgers on the Jets. So there's all of that cumulative, and who knows if they want to go out and show out or if they want to just go to Cancun tomorrow. Like, it's all bundled up. But obviously, I do think that the Dolphins want this more. I do think that we have the better defense right now. We also might have the same offense. If not, the Jets may have a slightly better offense because of Tyler Huntley playing, although Tyler Huntley played really well last week. So, I mean, this is just, it's a cluster. And we're going to know in about 8 hours whether or not we're going to be in the playoffs. So fingers crossed. Hopefully we make the playoffs. Obviously, I'm realistic. I don't think that's going to happen. I do think the Broncos win. But Carson Wentz does have an incentive. He gets $100,000 if he plays 50% of the snaps and they win this game. So that would be kind of cool to see Carson Wentz come out and win it. Chiefs returning the favor that the Dolphins gave them 5 years ago. So fingers crossed that happens. And, fins up. Deuces.